Well, we are back from me interviewing Reggie, Mr. Reggie Gray, and we just took a little break from, well, this is part 2, and we took a little break, and Mr. Reggie would like to introduce himself.
Well, this is Reginald Gray, wide receiver, kick returner for the 2009 championship Chicago Slaughter as well as the 2010 team. Looking forward to this upcoming year. Last year had a great year, led the league in all-purpose yards, one of the top 5 receivers in the league, as well as kick returners in the league, and just looking forward to the season coming up and that, maybe can pat my stats a little bit, as well as lead the team to another championship.
Well, as we continue to me interviewing you, what neighborhood did you grow up in?
I grew up in the Morgan Park neighborhood. I wasn't too far away from my high school, 114th and Elizabeth. Basically grew up there since I was 3 years old. Went to John D. Shoup Elementary School, and then went to Morgan Park High School. From there I went to West Illinois University, and then here I am, Chicago Slaughter.
So you grew up when you were 3 in the Morgan Park neighborhood?
Yes, I was about 3 years old.
The last question that I have for you is very important. What everybody wants to know, and everywhere, all over the world who watches you, what legend do you want to leave?
The mark I would like to leave on my life is that I was a person that did it the right way. I was a person that didn't take the negative things and let it beat me down. I was a person who did the things the way that I wanted to do things and didn't let anyone else dictate what I did and when I did. And from that, I will hope that the young people involved in the world will be able to look back and say, he did it the right way and I want to follow that path. And their direction will lead to more than even what I accomplished.
So you're saying that you wouldn't be the person who did stuff who didn't take, like his friends didn't. You didn't follow your friends. You followed your own decisions.
Right, I made my own decisions. A lot of people get caught up in peer pressure and do things only because other people are doing it. I would like the young people to know that they do have a mind of their own, and that they do have opportunity to make their own decisions.
So again, you're saying that you want to leave the legend that you never gave up.
Exactly.
And you will do football as long as you live.
You're right about that. As long as I can play the game of football, I'm going to continue to play. Just don't give up. Don't let anyone make you change your opinion on that.
What is your mentor?
My mentor? I would like to say my father again. He has taught me a lot throughout the years. My brother passed away, and I laid my shoulder on my father for guidance. And he was able to guide me through tough times and trouble and keep me on the right path. There's been at times in which I wanted to give up, but my father was able to sit down and tell me, it'll pay off in the long run, and I'm glad he did.
So when you fell, he picked you up?
Basically, he fell, he picked me up the same way, when you fall and God picked you up.
Yeah.
My father was there in the natural being to pick me up.
Did he go to your games that much? Did he go to your games that much?
Yeah, I want to say my father comes to every game. It may have been a game here or there in which he may not have been able to make it because of maybe me, I said something the wrong day or something like that, but as far as I can remember, he goes to away games and he has been at every home game, I believe.
Who do you think is the second best? Because I think you're best. Well, who do you think is gonna be? What would you tell the next person if they're gonna be in your shoes and be number 2 actually again, and be a wide receiver in return?
Well, I was just giving the advice of being their own person. Reggie Gray, excuse me for speaking in third person, but I do a lot of things that the crowd likes. You know, I do a lot of things to help out my team. But as a young person, you may admire the things that I do, but you know, instead of being a Reggie Gray, be your own self. You know, because only you have the ability to be you.
Well, thank you for answering these questions that I had, because Jan 307 is gonna love that I interviewed you. Because you're like a role model. You know, you're a Christian. You're not in the streets. You're here right now, and you're not like those your friends, like you said. You're not in that path.
Well, thank you for having me. I hope I've done a great job in answering your questions, and once again, you'll continue to play ball.
Well, also, my mom has a request that if we can get a shot to you throwing the football.
Yeah, of course.